OK，那我们就先we'll start our interview. I'll first introduce myself. My name is Vivian. Yeah, you can just call me Vivian. And I'm from NYU Shanghai, class of 2025, a freshman now. And so I'm doing this project for one of my courses called Online Video. And my final research project is about the content strategy shift of a Bilibili uploader, old model. And this interview will be recorded, and recording will be used only for research purpose. So before we start, I'd like to ask if you have any questions or concerns for me.
I have a question. So if you're asking a question, me and Zhang He, we will answer it. How can we answer that? Because we have no orders. If she wants to say something first, should I follow that, or I can say something first? I mean,
yeah, that's a good question. I think maybe you can can you use like any functions like emoji or raise your hand? I'm not really sure. But do you have like preference? Do you want to speak first or do you want to speak later? Because if we kind of have it settled, it would be easier to go through this process.
or if we have something to say, we can just start speaking, like we did in the seminar.
And I can also direct the questions to you like different. So you don't have, maybe you don't have to like answer each question if you do not feel like to. So yeah, like we can do it like what we do in the seminar. Oh, right. Before we start, I'd also like to ask, Zhang He, do you have any preferred name that you want me to call you, or just your Chinese name
Or
would be
English
okay?
name, for example,
Yeah.
I'm Anna. So do you have an English name?
You can call me Joanna.
Okay, got it, Joanna. We'll just oh, and if you have any questions during the whole process, feel free to interrupt me at any moment. So feel comfortable. Okay, so I both you two are like I think same as me. We're all like Old Models fans, and that's why like kind of we are here today. And but other than Old Model, can you like just name a few BTubers? And by that I mean the uploaders who upload videos on Bilibili. We'll just call them BTubers, as in like YouTubers. Can you name a few other BTubers that you really like? Anna, can you
Yeah. For me, maybe the VTuber that I watched most during the lockdown is Pamela, because I need to do some workout, so I watch her video every day. Also, I'm so impressed by her smile. I can feel like she has emotions, and I can feel that she's doing the same thing with me. And the second person VTuber is 逍遥散人, another VTuber who play videos, and I think I watch his video because I like his skill of playing games, and I watch his video when I have lunch or dinner.
How about Joanna?
For me, I usually watch videos in Bilibili mostly for fun. So I think my most favorite VTuber may be a group of VTubers like 宇哥到处跑, and maybe Li Yuanjun and their friends. and I like watch some 说美食博主这个怎么说？
Oh,
You can just
cooking
say
videos or
yes, like food vloggers. I think that's okay.
Yeah, such as 绵阳料理. I think she really made many funny videos, and the food she made looks very delicious. Yes.
I have a follow-up question for you, Joanna. You mentioned that you really enjoy watching videos from like groups of uploaders. Um, can you be like more specific? Do you like those videos that like they made individually, or because I'm also aware of Li Yuanjun, I watched some of his videos. Or do you like some videos that they collaborate with each other? Uh, like a video that probably a lot of VTubers are involved.
I prefer the videos that they maybe play games in together, or they do some things like the constant challenge 随机挑
Oh,
战.
yeah. So that's more of like a reality show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Because that's kind of related to my research topic. So just a few more questions. And now we'll just put that aside for the moment. We'll go back to this later. So I would like to first ask Joanna, what do you know about Automato, and when did you start to follow him or watch his video?
I know he graduated from Fudan University, and he may be the first VTuber to have uh, 10, 10 million
Million?
followers in Bilibili, and I think he's a person that have very some different characters. Sometimes I think he is intro introverted. 怎么说？内向是这么说的吗？
Yeah, that's
And
right. Introvert.
and sometimes I think he is very humorous, and I enjoy watching his videos. And that the first video of him I have watched is the video about his graduation from Fudan University.
Yeah, thank you. How about Anna?
yeah, I knew him when I was when I was a pupil. That was about 10 years ago. I think he was a high school student then. I remember his video because it's funny. It is him playing a mobile phone game. But when I start to follow him, I think that was when I first entered high school. I really like his vlogs. I think the why I become a fan of Automato because I like the videos of he's no longer the silent creator behind the screen, but he's also showing his life, his dream, just to the audience. And what's your second question, please? I forgot.
Yeah. I think the other question is but I think you basically answered the two of my questions. So we can just move on. Do you have anything else to add? Or
And
maybe
I have something to say because he participated in a reality show maybe in the last year, and I really watching that reality show. So during that time, I watch him. That is the time I watch his videos the most.
Yeah. I think that's very important information for me. So I want you guys to sort of reflect on the back to the start. So how did you start to watch his videos? Is there a particular trigger? Like somebody maybe recommended his video, or you just saw it on your front page and Bilibili recommended to you. What specifically about his video that turns you into his fan? Maybe Anna, you can go first.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school, one of my classmates played his videos in our classroom on the blackboard. I think it is called 行尸走肉. He recreated a animation and he designed the story himself. And I thought it was very interesting. So when I went back home, I searched for this animation and become a follower of him, I think.
Okay, thank you for sharing. How about Joanna?
First video that I watched was it appeared on my front page. That was just the video about his graduation from Fudan University, and the title and the maybe 就是很高的播放量，这个怎么说？
So like a lot of people, a lot of the audience watched his video.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that attracted me to click in and watch his video. So I knew his maybe his learning experiences and know the people and know the characters about him. And I think he is a very interesting person. So I became one of his followers.
So after you watched his graduation vlog, do you have like the idea to when you're preparing for your college entrance exam, do you have like more determination, like, okay, I want to go to Fudan University?
Yeah, I think Fudan University maybe many of us dream a dream university, and Old Tomato, he does give me some inspiration to get into that school, and because I think it's a very open and a place full of opportunities, so that these things attract me. Yeah.
Okay. So I believe both of you have at least like 2 or 3 years following Automato. Um, can you name a few videos that you have watched and pick one that is your favorite and perhaps say something about why you like that video. Anna, do you want to go first?
For me, maybe also the graduation vlog, because in that video, I think it is a very typical video of Automato because the way he turned the video into several parts. For maybe I remember for the first part, he go to a diner which is very expensive, and then he climbed the building. So I think I like video because it shows us how his life is like in that university. And I also like the aesthetic feature of these videos, like how he ends his video with a song and with his photos with his the photo of his classmates. I think that really, because I was a high school student then, and that I think that shows me how life is like in college. So maybe that is my favorite one.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I also watched that video, the vlog, and no matter how hilarious the video was at the beginning, at last, Osmodo always like, brings out the best of his university student, and then just it gets really like sorrowful and nostalgia at the end. So yeah, I totally agree with you. How about Joanna? Like, what's your favorite video, and perhaps like what videos that Automato have made that you have watched?
The video that impressed me most recently may be the video about high EQ，是那个什么高情商什么的。
Oh, yeah.
I think he just listed a lot of problems maybe just happening in our daily lives, and I think I will face them in my life. So and he used some ridiculous ways to maybe he's not trying to solve these problems, just regard these problems in a more funny way. And maybe in my daily life, I will find it difficult to solve these things. But he used his way, his old tomato way, to help me maybe maybe change my mind and think these things. So just so don't be too nervous when you when these things happen in your life. So I like these videos.
Yeah, I also watched that video, and I think it's kind of it's humorous and ironic at first, and then I realized that okay, maybe I'm also the one that's lacking EQ. And so we just like zoom in. What we just did is more of like zoom into details, explaining about one video. And then maybe I won't maybe we can just take a few steps back. And I would like to ask you, like, overall speaking, because Automodel has made like lots of videos, and there are like game movies, and by saying game movie I mean that maybe he made some he used his editing skills to make some of the games that he has played, for example GTA 5, into a movie that he personally plotted it and designed the whole plot and made his own voiceover. For example, like the video which is called 烂俗笑话, and also other series of videos like what Anna just mentioned, 史上最骚中学生, and this is one kind game movie, and also there are vlogs that you just mentioned, and there are also some reality shows like the one they made at the beginning of this year, and it's called 使命必达系列. So there are like different kinds of videos that Ultimato make. And so I would like you to take a few moments and think about among those genres, what other what videos that you have watched like most among these genres.
Yeah, for me, maybe the game movie. Because he really made, I think, over about 100 series of game movies. So there are so many game movies, so I watch them all, and they become my most watched type. But I think his game movie is great, it's fantastic, and that's the reason for the popularity of his reality show. Because I think there are so many people making this kind of reality show in Bilibili, but I think Automato is the most watched one. Not just because his reality show is very interesting, but also because he made some other videos that is attractive. So he attract his audience to maybe some audience first watch his video because they want to watch the game movies, but afterwards they start to watch his other videos such as the reality show.
So what I think what Anna just mentioned is really a very interesting fact. So maybe Automato's game movies are like the foundation of all of his fans, and then that's why it's brings so much attention to his reality show and also his vlogs. Maybe I think Joanna, as a later fan, just as I am, perhaps you will have some different view on this problem. Like, among all of the genres, what's the like, which one did you watch most?
Yeah, for me, I watch the vlogs most. Maybe it doesn't mean that the videos about games are not interesting or what. Just because I'm not interested in games at all, so I prefer to watch his vlogs.
Okay. I have a follow-up question for Anna. So when you started watching his video, or like uh the initial attraction was the game movie. But then you start to watch his videos, and then you start to watch his reality show. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just make some clarifications. And this, I think the next question is directed to Anna. So Joanna, if you don't have much to say, you don't have to answer this, but if you have something to add on, you can also just tell me just interrupting me at any moment. So for Anna, you're like a really long time follower. And I've also just mentioned that Oldsmodel makes quite focused and really quality videos back then. Basically what he was making was just game movies, and there weren't much other videos of other genres, or like the vlogs are actually, produced, the gap between two vlogs may be really long, different from what he's making now. The videos he's making now is more like diverse. There are different types. So do you prefer like the more focused and quality videos back then? Or do you prefer him to try diverse styles like he is doing now?
I think I like the style he's doing right now because even though he made some diverse videos such as the reality show, that doesn't mean that he stopped making the high quality ones. Maybe once or twice a year, he still updated some game movies like he did in the past. So, but right now I can not only watch the high quality games, but also some other types of videos. So for me, I think this is better.
Okay. And I will just ask all of my questions that's directed to Anna, and then I'll go to Joanna again, so that it's more clear. The next question is, so you just mentioned that you prefer the diverse videos that he's making. So I'm sure that you have noticed that I think starting from last year, Oatmodel has started to make more advertising videos. Like the most recent one he has made is a promotion video for a game. And actually the frequency is coming up. So how does the rising frequency, rising appearance of advertising videos from Oatmodel make you feel?
Are you asking me or Joanna?
Oh, Anna, sorry. I just so I think this question and the next question are directed to Anna. And then I will go back to Joanna again for the other questions.
Actually, I do not watch advertising video. When I think sometimes within 5 minutes, I recognize that, oh, it is a promotion, so I just stop watching and quit. But that will not be annoying for me because I know other than the advertising video, he still make high quality ones. But sometimes I really feel disappointed because maybe I wait a whole month for him to update, but I end up with an advertisement. So I would be very disappointed.
Do you feel like it's more acceptable if he's making the advertising video more like humorous or more interesting?
Yeah, I can feel that he is trying to do so, but sometimes it was not that successful. I can feel some of his advertising video is a little bit awkward because he's trying to make it funny, but it was not funny at all. So from my perspective, if he is supposed to release an advertising video this month, he should update two videos. One is the video is a high quality, and the other one is advertising video, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that's exactly what I also felt when I see his videos. But you know, the pandemic and he is still in lockdown, so I guess you know, we should be more tolerant of that. So but okay, so I also want to ask Joanna, did you watch those advertising videos that I just mentioned of Automatos?
Actually, no.
Okay, so you don't like
Maybe
click it at all.
sometimes I will see maybe 弹幕
Uh-huh.
well they will say, oh, there is going to have
Be an advertisement.
appear some advertising, so you can turn to the later 怎么说？是 you can just pass this part and go to the the yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. And so the next question is directed to Anna. So I think you mentioned at the beginning that you prefer to see Automato appearing in front of the camera. So how would you comment on him participating in reality shows?
I think it is good because actually I'm very curious about this person. I think he's very talented. Because he's not a full-time uploader, he should manage his schoolwork while updates his video. So I'm curious to see how he behave himself in the daily life. So in some reality show, I can see him how he communicate with others, how he participate in some games in that show. So that is what I really want to learn about him. So
Okay.
overall, I really like him appearing in reality shows.
Yeah, so I think maybe you also enjoy the series that I just mentioned, like the 实名必答 系列 of his videos. Okay, so now I'm going to turn to Joanna. So you just mentioned that you watched, you know, most of the videos that you watched are vlogs. How do you feel about the videos that you have watched? It could be like very general, they're interesting, or maybe you can also say some specific details that really attracted you.
I first at the beginning of my watching, and I think he's just a funny person, and but via his vlogs, I think I just find his more characters that attracts me to learn him more and further, and maybe such as his intelligence and his hard work. Because I know he maybe major in economics. So, in his work, he said that, and I think he's also a person that he's very warm. I see that in his vlogs that he maybe go to take photos with Yu Ge and Li Yuanjun. I think that part I see his friendship that touches me a lot. Yeah.
So based on what you've just said, uh let me just take a guess. So do you like watch more often when he is collaborating with other uploaders that probably you know or you really like than some of his solo videos?
Maybe yes.
Okay, I get it. The next question for Joanna, it sort of requires some thinking probably. So overall speaking, do you think you're more attracted to his videos, or more attracted to Automato as a person?
Mm, I
It's okay,
think
just take a, yeah, please. Sorry.
I think I'm more interested in the person.
Mhm. Okay. I think you have mentioned the reasons from before, so this is more of like a confirmation question. And then the next question is directed to both of you. Um, the first question, like I asked at the beginning, is to ask both you to name a few VTubers that you really like, and you mentioned VTubers like 绵羊料理 and Li Yuanjun and Pamela. So if you are to compare the other uploaders' video with Automato's video, what do you think? Uh, what do you think about Automato's video that really like stands out from other people's video? And do these features really are these features those that attract you?
So you're asking us to make a comparison between them?
Yes, so the focus is more on the difference between Automato and other VTubers.
Yeah, so maybe I can go first. I think Automato's videos are those who I want to watch twice because some, like the game movies, they are thought-provoking and
Mhm.
they're deep, I think. So sometimes I watch them twice, but for the other VTubers video, for example, some just game videos without story in that, I will just watch them once and I'm no longer interested in that anymore. So I think that's the reason why Automato's video stands out because I can feel we can feel feel his thought in those videos. It is not just about the games he played, but also the way he think, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's a really amazing answer. Automato would cry if he hears this. How about Joanna?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm more interested in the person himself. That I can see many his features that I like in his videos, so I will click in his
Mm-hmm.
vlogs and see what he's doing and
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
know him more. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I think Tomatoes fans are also very interesting people. So every time I watch his videos, I can see what his fans are thinking or are paying attention to through the 弹幕. So I think this thing itself worth or the fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my idea.
Okay, thank you very much. The next question will be our last question. So as you might have known that Automata recently just graduated from university, but at the same time, he's also a VTuber with about 17 million fans now. And he is also invited to multiple major events, like when Bilibili was 上市, in I guess it's New York, anyway, somewhere in the States. And also he has participated in multiple programs, like the reality show on Bilibili called 欢天喜地好哥们儿. And do you think that he is transforming into a superstar? Like, for example, like those traditional film stars that we know, like Huang Bo or Huang Xiaoming. Or do you still think of him as an approachable, ordinary person, just like, your classmates, because, basically, we are all like university students. Anna, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I think he is like a combination of both these two. And oh, this is a hard question to answer. Can I
Yes, I know.
maybe think for a while before I
Yes,
answer?
please. Take your time. And feel free to speak whenever you want.
Okay, I can start. I think for many people, like his viewers, he's just like a superstar. But I still believe that in his mind, he's just an ordinary person, because in some of his video, he emphasized this point that he is just like us. He has shortcomings. So maybe he is gradually becoming a superstar, but I hope that he can still remember he cannot be so proud. So if he can regard himself as an ordinary person, I would like him more, I think.
So do you have like in your own opinion, based on what you've observed in his videos, or like in his social media or in other platforms, are you inclined to think of him as a superstar or as someone just like you?
It's my turn.
Uh,
Oh,
Sorry, it's like an add-up question. I'm sorry, I didn't mention it really clear. So this is like a follow-up question for Anna. Like in your view, based on what you've observed, do you think of him as more of a superstar or more of an ordinary person? Or you can rate it. So it's like 10 points. 10 points grading scale. 1 means that you don't really think you think it's totally not, and 10 means that you totally agree with this. So superstar and ordinary person.
I think somewhere between 6 and 7. I think he is an ordinary person with talent, I think. So that is somewhere between 6 and 7. Or 5 and 6.
Wait a second. Okay, let me do this. I'm sorry, I didn't really mention this very clear. So 1 means that you think he's an ordinary person, totally ordinary person. 10 means that you think he's a totally superstar.
4.
4. So still more of an ordinary university student like us. Okay, cool. Then I'll turn to Joanna. Maybe you can like grade first and then say why you think so.
maybe 7.
So you think of him more as like a superstar, a
yeah.
star. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you can talk about why.
And I know that maybe last year he participated in the 青年大学习. So I think he's now more than just an uploader, and he maybe have more roles, like maybe famous students or maybe a person,
Like a role
young
model.
people, yeah, like a model for our young people, because he have many things that we can learn from him. So I will put it 7.
Okay, so that's more of like because he is now working with some of the authority and they are promoting him as a role model for us to learn from. And so that's why you probably think that he is more high above there for you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I know this took longer than I expected, but still, thank you very much for coming here and sharing your thoughts on Tomato. And do you have any like furthermore questions for me? Okay, I'll take that as a no. We'll end here and I'll stop recording and thank you very much for coming.
Okay.